Hey everyone, Sky here to discuss Crimson Peak, starring Mia Wasikowska, forgive me if I said that wrong, Jessica Chastain, Tom Hiddleston, Charlie Hunnam, and Jim Beaver, and directed by Guillermo del Toro. Now, I remember this movie coming out, and my sister and I were both excited for this movie, because first of all, this movie has a vision. And I'll talk about that vision, so let's just get right into it. I love how the opening logos for this movie is red like blood. I thought that was pretty damn neat. Mia Wasikowska, and again forgive me if I said this wrong, plays our protagonist Edith, who honestly, after Alice in Wonderland, the remake Tim Burton did, I'm not the biggest fan of Miss Wasikowska. Again, please forgive me for saying it wrong, because she feels too plain and her acting is a little stale in my opinion. Alan, played by Charlie Hunnam, is a good actor and the character was believable as another man who is in love with Edith. Another person in love with Edith is Sir Thomas Sharpe, played by Thor's Tom Hiddleston. And I like his character and his performance, and I'll talk more about his charisma when I get to the Avengers series, because the man has charisma as a villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but here, I like his character. The door opening itself and Edith is hearing ghosts like she did when she was a little girl and says, "Beware of Crimson Peak," was beyond fucking terrifying. This movie has incredible cinematography and Del Toro knows how to create a fantastic set. Jessica Chastain's as Thomas's sister, Lucille. Now, here's an actress who's done period pieces before her character, but her character I didn't really care for the character because she was too toxic in this movie at a point. I can't get it out of my mouth. I mean, really, it's just the taste in her performance is toxic. I like the close-up of ants eating the butterfly. Is such a great close-up shot and it feels gross and sad. Edith's father's death, it was a brutal but great death scene, and the way he gets it out was it's disturbing. That's gotta fucking hurt, and plus I didn't care for that character either, but I'm kinda glad he got it, but in a way, but not so much. As we enter the house of Crimson Peak, a little Pomeranian doggy shows up out of the blue, and Thomas and Edith are married at this point. No wedding scene, by the way, but we do see a wedding ring on Edith's finger. But I'm such an animal lover, I fell in love with the dog, and I'll talk about when they kill it. Let me get there. The suspense in this movie wasn't too scary for me. Maybe it's because I've seen a lot of horror movies to this point. I don't get too scared in movies easily anymore. The creatures in this movie are freaky to look at. That's for damn sure. Like, there's some that look like skeletons with blood all over them. Just so freaky looking. Edith finds the mother's corpse of Thomas and Lucille's and shows her what's up with Thomas and Lucille, who turn out to be married. Was just an okay twist, but I still didn't see that coming. I mean, that was a good, but an okay kind of way of a twist. Alan has taken Edith away with the dog, and Thomas and Lucille stop Alan by Lucille stabbing Alan and kills the dog. I was like, "Aw, don't kill doggy!" And suddenly I lost respect for this movie when Lucille kills the dog. I'm gonna just confess this now. Ever since I saw the movie I Am Legend with Will Smith, I hate it when the movies always kill off an innocent cat, dog, anything like that. So, the reason I'm saying this now is because it makes me turn against your movie, and I will talk more about that when I get to John Wick, but Jesus, I'm sick and tired of them killing off the innocent cat or dog. It just didn't make sense to me. When Edith stabs Lucille, I thought, God damn, this fucking movie is taking twists and turns like Lucille stabbing Thomas in the face. But that was past the point after this movie went downhill for me, so I'm not caring as much anymore. The fight between Edith and Lucille, and the ghost shows up, and Lucille turns around and sees the ghost, and Edith smashes and kills Lucille, was the most forgettable ending I'd seen in years. Just painful. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 5.3 out of 10. It was going to be a 5.8, but it was a 5.3. At the beginning, I was with the movie as well as the middle, but when we get to that third act, the movie gets weaker and weaker. But I like a couple of the characters, but not enough to give it a higher rating than what I'm giving it now. This may be the weakest of the projects I liked from Guillermo del Toro. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for Crimson Peak, and I will get to The Shape of Water as soon as it goes worldwide. Right now it's limited release, but I'll get there when it comes to movie theaters worldwide. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe, watch more videos, and please leave a positive comment in the bottom if you can. And until next time, beware of Crimson Peak.